Why can't you find love? How long have you really been single? Really? Having trouble finding that special soulmate? I can solve this one. Secrets of Birthdays, now live for purchase. Your love trouble? Over. All that and more at secretsofbirthdays.com. Soul Garden. Hello, Your Honor, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host to the universe, Christopher Witecki. And this week's free horoscope is sponsored once again by yours truly. Right now, I'm throwing a sale for the spring. If you buy a 1-hour reading, I'll give you a free 30-minute follow-up. You know, really, out of all signs, this is perfect for you. We can do a reading, we can plan, and then when Saturn leaves just after your birthday, the follow-up. Check it out. And come on down to soulgarden.me. We got a whole bunch of scales here to help you. We've got a team of light for remarkable souls living their brightest. God, I can't even think of the slogan that I came up with. So funny. And right now we're looking for Libra staff. If you want to express yourself, if you want to write, if you want to help us help you, this is how we work with volunteers. Come on down to soulgarden.me, reach out to Libra community, and we will bring you in. So we are looking for help there, people to write. Now, what's going on? Well, as we start, we're actually in a two-part week. The first day of the week is a tested day. On Monday, the sun is 29 degrees Pisces. In the last 30 days, the Librans have been working on your lifestyle, your moment, what it's like to walk a mile in your shoes, the IB state of awareness, your body, your life, how you live in the moment. So on Monday, you'll be tested. You spend a whole month figuring out what a peaceful, harmonic moment would be, and suddenly Monday, you are tested. The moon in Aquarius is making your inner child a little rambunctious on Monday, so it might be your desire for fun or joy that's throwing off your own balance. You could be your own test, or it could just be that you have to find harmony between both. But Monday is a final tested solution. On Tuesday, we're at 0 degrees Aries. As I always say, 0 means 0. It's at no man's land between two states of awareness. In your case, the state of awareness of IB and your talent awareness, relationships. You will be upgrading your own relationships for the next 30 days. Not just upgrading, but this year there will be a quantum leap, a whole new way of looking at marriage and partnership. It has been building up to this for some time, and it's due to Uranus in Aries. So as the sun crosses Uranus this week, on the weekend being the climax, you will see a whole new world, I believe, when it comes to marriage and partnership, or perhaps how it is you judge what fairness is. So on Tuesday, you might be starting to feel this as you're stepping out of your health issues and into maybe marital issues. This red line here represents fear. On the one hand, to step into a new relationship, to step into a new marriage paradigm, to step into a new definition of fair. That's really what's going on at the heart of this. It's a new definition of fair. That means you've got to step away from your old childhood story, the way you were raised. If you're holding on to a lot of poor me's, and that has been kind of your crutch, you're going to have to let go of that. This represents fear of stepping away from the way you were raised, and you will have to go through that in the next month. We'll talk more and more about it, but it's most intense in these first few days and part of the quantum leap. Incidentally, don't forget we have office hours available with our practitioners at soulgarden.me at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you're a little confused and you're not really ready to pay for a reading, come on down and talk to one of our experts on camera. Don't say anything too private, everyone can watch, but it's a way to kind of get your feet wet and get some free help. One of our services to humankind. On Wednesday, things click into gear. We feel the vibration. Wherever your marriage status is, whatever your idea of fairness is, you'll be clear on it on Wednesday, because once the sun clicks into this. Plus, the sun is on dead approach here for Uranus. Uranus being the quantum leap that will happen. So technically, you can go through this new paradigm in thinking of marriage and partnership anytime between Wednesday, Thursday, and the end of the week. It varies for people. Sometimes people in GA will text me and go, I've already gone through this, and that's because it can open up early, especially if you're a progressive thinker or you're always going after the next thing in your soul that needs work on, right? So you might go through it early, but you're certainly starting to feel it by Wednesday. You're starting to feel with the transits. If you have any conflicts with your honey, it's no surprise. By the way, the moon is in Pisces on Wednesday, so you're mostly following through with last month's lesson. So your body, if you worked on it really hard last month, or you decided last month that you needed to go on a diet or anything like that, the emotional follow through of that is happening at the same time on Wednesday. So it's lifestyle, it's relationship, it's just part of transition. Incidentally, for those of you that I watch over in the Guardian Agency, I will be sending out personal attacks starting on Wednesday. If your natal information has any strengths or weaknesses in the Aries vibration, which would mean that you have strengths or weaknesses in marriage to begin with on top of being a Libra. So I'll send out those with text. It's all part of covering your astro in GA. Then on Thursday, it's Lightcast Day. Already we're on to manifestation. That's because the moon has now joined the sun, and so you'll be very sentimental, very relationship centric. That's the word I'm looking for, relationship centric, starting on Lightcast Day. And really, this is what this month is about. Regardless of quantum leap, you want to set forth your relationship intentions, what you want out of marriage and partnership. Of course, this is post facto Saturn in Libra, which wraps up around your birthday period, a 2.5-year transition Librans have been going through to change their ego, to stand up for themselves, to stand up for what's fair. And before you finish with this what's fair argument, with this argument of standing up for what's fair, you're going to redefine what is fair in the first place. That's what's going on. You're going to redefine fairness just before you put the icing on the cake of Libra 2.0. So this is the beginning of it, and Lightcast Day is you in your heart going, okay, I want this to be fair. I'm not sure if it can happen, but I want this to be what it is. And you want to put your heart out there. All the while stepping away from fears to the old story, of course. Then on Friday things look up regardless because Jupiter rules the day. And so you'll be optimistic, you'll be hopeful about relationship. You'll see the bright side of things. You'll see the optimism and potential. It's certainly to go out shopping for relationships. If you're a single Libra, go out on Friday because the universe is trying to hook you up right now, if you don't know. In a new way, but still trying to hook you up. So you're going to be very dynamic and sparkly even if you're in a relationship. It's a way you'll be reinventing your relationship. Notice I bring up the soul pyramid in Earth. That holy shift last week had to do with you and boundaries, you and trust. Stepping away from an old boundary structure, stepping toward a new potential intimacy. That is continuing with the soul pyramid for some time. That growth is going to change. You are ready for a new intimacy, and seeing relationships and fairness and marriage in a new paradigm is the beginning and setup for that new intimacy, which follows through when the sun moves into Taurus. So there's a lot of crazy change going on here, and you are feeling it. The moon is very sentimental, so it is going to be relationship-centric regardless of the fact that the sun is on Uranus. By the way, if you want a little companionship on Friday, don't forget SG Live is live. Carolyn Nagel and myself will be talking about courage, one of the topics of Aries. What is courage anyways? How do you muster up courage? And then Libra has to have courage in relationships. You are the masters of relationships. After all, you're what fairness is in the whole world, not just in your life. So you need courage to be able to toe those lines, right? Come on down and check it out. If you can't catch us live at 11 a.m. Pacific, we do record it and have it available on the weekend. Then, speaking of the weekend, it is a new holiday here at Soul Garden, the first annual Your Heads Up Uranus weekend. This will come whenever the sun conjuncts Uranus. It's a new holiday, and that's because Uranus represents seeing something in a new shift, right? A whole paradigm shift. A quantum leap is what I like to call it. I am expecting Librans to have a quantum leap in how they see and desire marriage to happen. And it may mean that you have a quantum leap in realizing you're in the wrong one. That might be the precursor to the other side. That's breakdown, breakthrough. That's Uranus. But one thing I have realized is anytime we have a quantum leap possible, it means we've had our head up Uranus. We've been focused on the wrong thing in such an incredible way that the answer was right under our feet all along. So really, it's about pulling your head out of Uranus more so than it is about having that quantum leap. So we'll be encouraging that on the mothership. If you want to come down to Love Lounge and chat with us, we'll be talking about where our head has been up Uranus. But for you, it does mean seeing relationships in a whole new potential. You know, in a new dynamic you never thought of before. And in some Libra cases, this might play out literally in your profession as a lawyer or in the justice system or anything that's related to that. Now, on Sunday, the moon shifts out of this relationship and into intimacy. So on Sunday, it's like part B of this new holiday of pulling our head out of Uranus. And what this comes down to is you feeling that new potential intimacy, an emotional follow-through of the holy shift last week. So it's like an emotional replay replay of Holy Shift, right after a quantum leap in relationships. The universe is definitely stirring the pot in a big way. You can't make this stuff up, and it's really exciting. All right, Libra, that's all I got for this. I'll either see you in chat or down in office hours or maybe just in 7 days. Good luck with your leap and live, love, be.